Hey, it's the Violet Flora Tarot. I'm going to be doing an energy reading around your money mindset. So I did some shuffling beforehand and I pulled two cards so far. I pulled the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. So what does that tell me about your money mindset? So you might have this kind of like live now, pay later mindset, which I understand wanting to have fun. I think having fun is really important. But this also could be an energy of overindulging because the second card I pulled is the Four of Swords. And I think this energy might be calling you to slow down, to spend less, and to be a little bit more, I don't want to say frugal, but a little bit more mindful about what you're spending money on. It could also be staying in more, especially if you've been going out. Again, like everything in moderation. We do want to go out and enjoy life. Let me get a few more cards around your money mindset. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords, Death, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this gives me the vibe that there's a lot of worrying about money and possibly like carrying a lot of financial responsibilities. There also might be some resentments about the responsibilities that you're carrying in the finance department, right? The Five of Pentacles, right? I think this is a scarcity mindset, especially with that Ten of Swords, like, right? The swords are kind of like your mind. Well, they are your mind. So that combination tells me that the scarcity mindset is potentially taking its toll. Okay, let me see. Why the Death card? The Death card in this read gives me some hope. So let's see. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this could be an indication that there could be recovery. There could be saving, learning to save a little bit better. Okay. The Six of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay. So if you owe money to anybody, this to me is there might be certain bills that pop up that you need to pay or paying off debts. This combined with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords could be burdened by a particular debt. The Emperor, though, I like him here. He's telling me that there's an element of being in charge. And while there might be a lot of worrying, a lot of like serious rumination around finances, there's this underlying confidence. And the Seven of Cups. So some confusion. That also could be an indication of having a lot of different responsibilities or obligations. Ooh, the World. There's like this energy of like a big shift happening. So a big shift away from a scarcity mindset. The Hanged Man. So things may have been a little stagnant. So with that World card and the Death card, it could be kind of signaling that energy might be coming to an end. The stagnation, the overthinking that leads to the Ten of Swords. Six of Swords, I love it. This is a message of hope, right? So after having a bumpy ride, this is coming to a place of calm. So this could also be a message to kind of reassess, to kind of pause, get grounded, write things down, write things out so you have a better idea of what's going on, especially with the Seven of Cups if things feel a little chaotic or you're not necessarily sure where money is going. That can definitely cause distress, right? And the Two of Pentacles. Could be another stream of income. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles is you're making money, but you have a lot of responsibilities to take care of with it. The money is there, right? With the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of coming in and going out. Being careful that we're not overdoing it, that we're finding potential ways to be a little bit more conservative. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Why the Page of Cups? We have the Five of Cups. If there's been any disappointments around money, maybe someone around you, there was a disappointment, like they disappointed you. Page of Cups to me is like an apology or trying to make up for something. So if anybody owes you money, Page of Cups, they might be giving it back. Or maybe this is prompting a conversation around that, especially if this person is important to you. You know, having a conversation about like, hey, especially if there's resentment, the Ten of Swords can represent resentment. The Knight of Swords, yeah. We want to be careful that we're not holding on to grudges because it weighs us down with the Ten of Wands. The Knight of Swords, he could be a little impulsive, or very impulsive, I should say. But sometimes he's a little angry. And he can come in like a bull in a china shop. So be careful not to be too destructive around conversations about money. Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands wrapping up the reading, I'm going to say there could be money-making opportunities or making money through ways that are more creative, that you feel really passionate about, which I love. Bottom of the deck, she's showing her face, I have to say it. Queen of Swords. Having better boundaries overall. This could also be, you know, there might be unnecessary things where the energy is flowing that we're going to chop off. We're going to cut it. We're going to cut the blood flow to that draining thing that's taking our energy away. This is an interesting read. I hope you had fun. We'll talk soon. Bye.